Let's go on to the next page. There you go. How many books in the Old Testament? 39. 39. Very good. Next page.
Next.
Flip the page. Go to the days of the week. There you go. How many days did it take to look for 3 years we know today? 6. Very good. Next page. Why did God create man? Friend for fellowship. What did sin do to man in his relationship with God? Separated. Very good. Next page. What was Eve's first mistake? Remember? She went to the place of temptation, and that's still mankind's first mistake that would lead them into sin. They were expelled from the garden and immediately thrown into a new time period. What's the theological word for that time period?
Dispensation.
Dispensation. A dispensation is a period of time when God deals with man concerning what to think. Sin and salvation. You guys had it. And from here we find the consistency of God. From this point forward, God requires 3 things of man in order to be saved, no matter what dispensation. What are they?
Faith, obedience.
Very good. Very good. Faith, obedience, and bloodshed. Next page. Let's see here. How long did it take Noah to build that boat? About 100 years. How long did it rain?
40 days.
40 days, 40 nights. Flip on to the next page. Why did God accept Abel's sacrifice and not Cain's?
Blood.
One had shedding of blood, the other one did not. It rained 40 days, 40 nights. Next page. How long were they on the boat before the waters subsided and they were able to get off?
1 year.
About 1 year. Very good. Right here we find the consistency of God. When God gives a promise or makes a covenant with man, He always seals that promise with a sign or a token. So when God gives a promise, He always seals it with a sign. And He gave Noah a promise right here. He said, I'll never destroy the earth with a flood of waters again. And He sealed it with a sign. What was the sign?
Rainbow.
Rainbow. Very good. Next page. Next page. Lot pitched his tent toward what? Sodom. Sin. Whenever you start looking towards sin, it's only a matter of time and you will find yourself
In sin.
in sin. And when you get in sin, it's going to wrap you up. And it does not want to let you go. And the only way you can really get free from the grip of sin is that the mercy of God grab hold of you and pull you out. And that's what the angels of the Lord did to Lot and his wife and his 2 daughters. He still had family in sin that he couldn't get out because of the decision he made. I'm going to look toward sin. Are you following me here?
Right.
He pulled them out and he said, don't stay here, bud.
Go to the mountain.
Go to the mountain. Let's go higher. Let's get out of here. Let's not stay down here, but let's go higher. And that's what I want to do.
Amen.
Now.
I want to go higher.
Yes.
Come on, church.
Come on. Wake
We don't need
up.
to stay in the muck and the mire. We don't need to stay down in the plain, but let's get higher.
Yes.
Let's be closer to Jesus.
Amen.
Right.
Yes. I
You
like
know, we
it.
could stop and have church right there if we wanted to. Let me go on. Lot made a lot of mistakes. And we can learn a lot from Lot's lot of mistakes. He pitched his tent towards sin, and we can learn not to do that. All right, let's go to the new territory. Genesis chapter 12. I probably won't even need the chart now. Genesis chapter 12 and verse number 1. Let's start there. Now the Lord had said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great. And thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. Now, this is very powerful right here. This is where God calls a man and begins to deal with a man personally. And the first thing you have to note here when he calls this man is he says, I want you to come out. I want you to come out from where you are, and I've got a place that I want you to go. And when God begins to call people today, He still does it the same way.
Right.
I want you to come out from where you are.
Yes.
I want you to leave your ungodly lifestyle behind. You see, He lived in a land of idolatry.
Right.
It was in a very advanced, very civilized, and a very wealthy nation for its time. I did a study once, and most of the homes were 2 stories and over 1,500 square feet.
Wow.
Of where Abraham was, Ur of the Chaldeans. And it was in a very advanced and very wealthy civilization, but they were steeped in idolatry. And this man, somewhere in his 75 years, he got to a place that he could hear the voice of God. And the first thing God began to say to him is, I want you to leave where you're at, because I've got a place for you.
Yes.
And He begins to give this man a promise. He begins to deal with him in a certain way. And when God calls us, He's going to do the same thing. I want you to leave where you're at, and I got a place for you. Now, I'm not talking about a physical move. That doesn't mean you need to start packing your belongings up. But spiritually, God never intends for you to stay where you're at. I want you to leave where you're at, and I've got a place for you to go. Amen?
Right.
Let's see here. Oh, now notice what God is saying here. This is where God is beginning to establish a covenant or a promise with Abraham. He's saying, I'm going to bless you, Abraham, or Abram. Not only that, I'm going to bless those that bless you.
Come on.
Right.
That's powerful.
Yes.
I want that.
Amen.
I want
Yes.
God to bless the people that bless me.
Right. Right. Yes.
Not only that, He said, I'm going to curse those that curse you. That's powerful.
Right.
You know what that means? That means when somebody does you wrong, you don't have to worry about it. You can just let it go and give it to God, forgive them, and go on and live for God and be happy.
Right.
Because God's going to take care of the cursing.
Come on.
Amen?
Yes.
So next time they flip you off and drive by and blow their horn at you, don't get upset.
Right.
God's going to take care of it. Amen?
Yeah.
Don't run them down and pull them over and, well, little road rage there. Let God take care of it.
Right.
God said, I'm going to bless those that bless you. I'm going to curse those that curse you. And then He took it a step further than that. I'm going to bless the families or the nations of the earth through you.
Right.
That's powerful.
Come on.
Not only am I going to bless you, not only am I going to bless those that bless you or curse those that curse you, I'm going to use you. Through you, I'm going to bless everybody else.
Amen.
That's powerful. If you begin to think about that, it is very powerful. I want to be a part of that.
Right. Yes. Amen.
Amen. I want to be a part of that kind of blessing.
Yes.
I don't know where anybody ever gets this doctrine that you have to be Pentecostal.
Come on.
Right.
That you just barely get by and you work from paycheck to paycheck and you just barely squeak by to pay your bills and you really would like to have that new pair of shoes, but you just can't afford it. I don't think that's the will of God.
No.
I think it's the will of God. I think He has anointed the church. Now, I'm getting out of teaching my Bible study a little bit. I'm talking in the church just a little bit. But I think God has anointed this church and this people to be the divine provision for the kingdom of God.
Amen. Yes.
Amen. And we begin to get a revelation of you cannot outgive God.
Come on. Go
The
ahead.
more you give, the more He's going to give you.
Right.
It's impossible to outgive God. Amen?
Right.
So if you're struggling to pay your bills and you're just barely giving by, It doesn't mean that you've got an education problem. It doesn't mean that you have a job problem. It just means that you've got a giving problem.